Alright, so in this one, we are going to be making an LF tier list. I have not done one of these since 3rd anniversary has dropped. It has been a few months since, and we have gotten a couple of LFs. And some of these normal units that we've gotten kind of alter where these LFs will rate. Some of these new LFs will alter where these other LFs will rate. So I feel like it's a good idea to do it now, considering we're probably not going to get an LF until next month because we got our August LF of Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. Now, to how we're going to rate them. 6 stars for the non-Zenkai LFs, obviously you see it there. And then for the Zenkai LFs, I am saying 7 stars, given you could most likely have most of them higher than 7 stars, but 7 stars is the base for that. I know 6 stars for the newer LFs like Evolution Vegeta, Zamasu, Gogeta, Gohan isn't necessarily the most fair, but I do think it is something you would strive toward. Let's say, I don't know, you pulled Evolution Vegeta. Okay, maybe you're Vegeta family main, so you're going to dump all your Z power into Vegeta because you know you want him. It's something you'd strive for more than something you'd have often, so that's why I'm rating them at 6 stars. And we just are getting a lot of Legends Limited Z power for free. Just got 200, we got 600 during anniversary. You know, Super CC, if you buy it, that's there. The Limit Break banner, 600 again. There's a lot of ways to 6-star your new LFs very quickly, which, I mean, I've been a culprit of. I got my 2-star Vegito Blue to, 8 stars now, given I pulled him twice or 3 times, whatever. I got him from 2 to 6 with just Z power alone. So, it does exist. It is how it is. But yeah, we're going to go over them in order. So obviously Beerus is first, and then Gohan, then whatever. If I miss a unit out of order, like let's say I put this guy before this guy, it, you know, doesn't matter. If you guys want to correct me, but I'll try my best from memory because there's been a lot of LFs, as you can see here. That's a big-ass list that I've released, and yeah, if I misorder somebody, sue me. It's fine. So Beerus, the first Legends Limited non-LF, the only Legends Limited non-LF unit, and now he has an LF, and he's a Zenkai. So Beerus has good use with Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, and that's about it. He only has good use with him because Beerus is always going to be on your bench of a ideal God Key team. Why? Because Vados. Vados, being crazy, makes Beerus not necessarily forced on the team, but you want Beerus on the bench to make your Vados look better. Giving double defense, and then the Zenkai buff to Vados. It just is a best case scenario type of thing. Beerus for himself is usable, but I don't think he's anything too great. I mean, you could use him with Evolution Vegeta if you really want. There's other units like Purple Vegito Blue, Super Saiyan Blue Goku. I mean, you know, Vados if you really want, even though they don't flow the best. Beerus offers enough to make him useful, but that's the only spot he would be useful on a God Key based team. One, because of tags. Powerful opponent, he's not going to be useful. I don't even know if I think he's on powerful opponent. God Key, that's the only place he's going to be useful because there's no other tags for him. And he's aged, right? He was the first LF Zenkai, and it, you know, 4 months later, we got Gohan, and we know the story of Gohan, who's still perfect to this day, who, you know, is a year old of LF Zenkai, and he's still perfect. So, Beerus didn't age as gracefully as Gohan, but he's still usable. So, I'll take that. Right? Not much else to say about him. Gohan, obviously the second Legends Limited unit, is Z tier. Now, a 3-year-old unit being Z tier, that's pretty stupid, right? Oh, I agree. Oh, that's stupid as hell. He shouldn't be there, but he is. Gohan, I mean, his team has so much support flowing with hybrids. Even on Sun Family, he has enough support. Even on teams he doesn't have support, he doesn't need it. Hybrids, though, his main team, which, I mean, we could talk about individual units all we want, but their main teams is where you're going to use the unit, so we're probably going to talk about that most. Hybrids, infinite support. You have Future Gohan, who is just like Topo, with every time he's tap attacked, hit, or anything, he's supporting his allies. You have the synergy of Revival Gohan and this guy, obviously purple and red color cover each other. I mean, this guy just does crazy blast damage, crazy strike damage. You have the red equips on him. You know, he can start one-shotting you if his ally is dead. You have Hybrid's team, which has 5 lives. It's like, I mean, there's nothing bad about Gohan. He carries he carries the team. and he does everything he wants to do whenever he wants to. Even he supports a little bit. So Gohan's the best unit in the game, arguably top 3, if not the best. And, I mean, does he deserve it? Maybe not, but is he there? Yeah, he's there, and he's gonna stay there for quite a while, so... Yeah, LF Zenkai, woohoo! Z tier. One's C and one's Z. Isn't that crazy? The next unit, was it? Goten. Goten was the next unit. Goten is definitely an S tier. He's going to be lower S tier as we continue this. I'm just going to be honest with you. Goten isn't your main option. Obviously, Revival Gohan would be your main option, and Goten is your sub option. He's a good Zenkai buffer for Revival Gohan, but Goten, he flows well with Gohan. It's just that you don't need him because how good Revival Gohan is, right? Goten can do things that are great, I guess, in damage, but what he lacks in damage, he doesn't make up for in anything else. He doesn't have the greatest utility. He doesn't have the greatest strike damage, which Gohan can actually do, and, you know, Revival Gohan obviously being strike-based, he can do. It's just that Goten is very one-dimensional compared to other LFs that are on this list, and that's why he's only S, given S is a very high rating of a unit. That's why he's only S and going to be toward the lower end of it, just because he does good things, but he doesn't do enough to warrant him being, you know, higher up. Super Vegito. Super Vegito. First anniversary. D? You're not, yeah, he's not usable. I mean, there's not an unusable tier. I would have made one if I thought that, but he's in a tier of, can I really win with this guy? And there's not a yes answer there. You just can't. You have Purple Vegito Blue, you have other Super Saiyans, you have other Saiyans, and that's all his teams, right? Fusions, Super Saiyans, and Saiyans. You have all replacements on his teams. It's just that he's old. I mean, when he's Zenkais, he'll probably be Z tier, but for now, he's just an old man, and that's it. He's 2 years old, and hopefully he gets a Zenkai soon. He needs it. And then the next unit is, of course, an LF Zenkai. Namek Goku! Yeah, we'll put you there. You're not Z tier. Namek Goku goes in on the ideal Saiyan team of Namek Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, which, oh, he's next, great. And then Angel Vegeta, very good unit. He's a very skill-dependent unit. If you are good with his blue card, you will probably win most of your matches. If you are bad with his blue card, he will look like ass. He does good damage off of his blue card with his Strike and Blast. Just has to have a little bit of timer count built up. Good last man standing unit, probably one of the greatest. Not the greatest because he doesn't go neutral, unfortunately. That is a requirement to be a great last man standing unit. But nonetheless, he is still good. A good aging LF Zenkai, and probably one that'll always be on your team just for bench-wise because he has double attack to, what, Saiyans and Super Saiyans. So a lot of hybrids can also get that buff. And what else? Good Zenkai buffer as well, Blue Saiyan, which is always going to be prominent in this game because Saiyans are, you know, the main characters. I do think he's better than Goten just for a simple fact that you're going to run him on your core team, while Goten you can forcefully run on your core team, but he's not your core unit. So, Namek Goku, high S, but he'll definitely drop down lower as we continue this list. Now, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, another Sun Family unit. You look at this list, you look at the top of it, it's like, oh, I wonder what team's the best in the game. Which one of these two, Sun Family or Hybrids or Saiyans? I wonder. Again, like I said with Namek Goku, the core team is Super Saiyan 3, Namek Goku, Angel Vegeta. Well, you got two of them right there. You have Super Saiyan 3, who you can argue is the best unit in the game. You can argue he's second best. I personally think he is the second best unit in the game. I still think Gohan is just more dominant, because you could lose somebody within the first 5 counts sometimes, just how it is. And then, boom, Gohan will do his unstoppable forces, while Super Saiyan 3 is locked behind his main ability to do his unstoppable forces, given he still can do unstoppable damage. Before that, he wants his main ability to do his craziest damage, right? Gohan, he doesn't need his main, he just needs someone dead that's Sun Family related. And that's all he needs. Super Saiyan 3, green card counter, you play like a bitch, you get rewarded. I mean, that's simple as that. Blue card, fast animation. Even with most of these, it's a fast animation. I think Goten is a long animation. Gohan, fast animation. Beerus, fast. And Super Vegito actually has a long animation as well. And name it Goku, obviously the counter. Very, very long animation. But Super Saiyan 3, the green card, the blue card, the infinite card draw speed, it feels like, once he gets his card draw speed going after a certain amount of counts. His neutral, his ultimate damage build up as the opponent switches. He gains a Dragon Ball as the opponent switches one time. He's just an oppressive, dominant force who has crazy defenses. I've said this a million times. His defenses are higher than Super 17, who is a defense type, while Super Saiyan 3 Goku is a range type. If that doesn't say how broken a unit is, I don't know what really will. Super Saiyan 3 will age phenomenally with, his Z ability, double defense for Saiyans, or Sun Family, I believe. Very good there. And then his Zenkai ability, Green Saiyans, again, will age just like Name of Goku's, like fine wine, because Saiyans, main characters, will always get more Saiyans. Like we're getting Killer Caulifla coming next week, I assume. A Green Kaba we just got, a Green Saiyan, all that stuff. So, yeah. He's going to age gracefully, and for now, he is Z tier with Gohan. Now, who was next? Because this, I don't remember at all. So it was obviously before Vegito Blue. Was this Vegeta next? I think Vegeta was next. I think Goku came out. It was either Goku or Vegeta came out. It was Namek Goku, I think, then Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I think so. I think Super Saiyan 3 was like October. And then this Vegeta is Black Friday. Okay, Vegeta then. Vegeta C. With Evolution Blue Vegeta, he actually has pretty good use. He actually is a better partner than, let's say, Vados with Evolution Blue Vegeta. Then, I don't know. Like, with himself, he's a better partner, right? Because he's not giving ki back, he's giving damage inflicted. Because he's building up damage inflicted, kind of like Super Saiyan Blue Goku will give you damage inflicted when he swaps. Well, this guy, every time he does a card, he's giving your allies damage inflicted buffs if they're, on his tags. I think Vegeta Family or God Ki, then he's giving them buffs, which Vegeta wants because he gets his buffs a little later bit of a combo. So this kind of flows well with what Vegeta wants because he'll have low ki, he'll have damage buffs already built. He actually makes Vegeta look pretty good. This guy actually does good damage still. Even at 6 stars, I mean, you could say, maybe you'd rate him a little higher stars because he's very old, but he does good damage. He has a lock-in on his ultimate, which is going to be very timeless because that is very powerful after you do a couple cards. Main ability giving double card draw speed, green card healing, increasing special move and ultimate damage, blue card quick animation. He has a lot going for him, this Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and his Zenkai would probably revive Vegeta Family. Just raw from himself. I mean, you could rock Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, and then this Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta if he's Zenkai'd, or maybe Majin Vegeta instead of somebody else. Run those teams, I mean, they'd be very dominant because this Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta is still good right now. And, well, good. He's useful right now, and that's because Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. He actually had like a limelight shown on him, and there you go. Now you guys can see him, and I think he actually looks pretty impressive for what he is. You are telling me we did not get an LF all the way until 2nd anniversary from this Vegeta? No way. Is somebody missing on this list? Oh no, Frieza and Piccolo. Oh my god, I was so confused. Wait, Frieza and Piccolo came out before. Did they? I think they did. This is what I mean. There's so many LFs I can get confused. I'm pretty sure Frieza and Piccolo came out before. Okay. So Frieza. Frieza is probably the most useless LF. I mean, Super Vegito or Frieza. It really doesn't matter. I guess you could say Super Vegito, but Frieza, I mean, you can use him. He's fine to use. He's just not going to do any damage. He's going to do support that's not warranted enough by his own damage, by his own tanking. Green card's cool. It lowers sub count by 3 and is a quick animation. And it paralyzed them, obviously. Blue card, quick animation. Ultimate blast armor. Now, this Vegeta actually doesn't have blast armor on his ultimate, which is shocking. Actually, Goten. Does Goten? I think Goten gained blast armor on his. Super Saiyan 3 does. Beerus doesn't. Yeah, some of these older ones really need that update for it. But Frieza, blast armor on ultimate. Holds a blue card, which is good value, but he just doesn't hold a candle to what the meta is and how hard they hit. He's not going to be your support unit for a powerful opponent. He's not going to be anything for any team because the teams he's on are pretty dead. So that makes him very dead in that, and just the other aspect of he's just not good enough to be run at this point. Piccolo. Now, Piccolo kind of is going to start a new trend here. He's not going to be S, but Piccolo, you know what? I really kind of want to rate Piccolo S. I feel like I feel like everyone underrates Piccolo. Piccolo definitely doesn't disappoint me, if anything else. Piccolo. I guess you're here. Yeah. Yeah. Well, is Saiyan's better than Regen? Yes. So yeah, he's behind Namek Goku. Again, this list will continue to change as we go through, but for now, he is a core on Regen, while Goten's not a core on Hybrids. Is Goten on his uncore team better than LF Piccolo on his core team? No. Yeah, Piccolo's better than Goten. Piccolo's probably the most slept on LF Zenkai in the entire game. You'll never see people like run him as much as you see FSK, Super Saiyan 3, and Namek Goku. But he's still very good. I mean, he can 1v3 you. He has that card draw speed. After a certain amount of counts, after you transform, his blue card pre-transformation, nullifies attribute upgrades? Like, that's crazy. It's a quick animation as well. Then he has transformation, they get his vanish back. I mean, he'll do good damage, he'll do good tanking. Maybe not great support, given he'll support, like, minimally, I think. He'll be good for what he is, and there's no problems with him on a blast-based regen, or maybe you just run, like, Fat Boo and, you know, DKP green, yellow regen. I mean, he'll flow well there, right? He won't do bad on any circumstance of regen. It's not like he's forced to be with this type of unit or this type of unit. He can just do well on regen and carry a load. So I do think he is criminally slept on. I mean, blue card, blast armor. You have his green card that's going to make his blue card do astronomical damage even to red units. His blast arts do crazy damage pre and post transformation. His strike arts do okay damage. He's very good. I do think he is slept on, so I feel like giving him the respect here of S tier, high S tier. I think he'll stay the entire video, is warranted. Now, second anniversary, Vegito Blue. I do think Vegito Blue is still useful. Now, this is 6-star, though. So, 6-star, I'll say you're B tier. Now, Vegito Blue, the reason he's B tier isn't because necessarily he's aged. It's more because other blue Zenkais have dropped. You see Namek Goku up there. I mean, you see Majin Vegeta down here, who's not even a Zenkai. LF Broly. They're all placing him on Saiyan's Fusion Warriors. Vegito Blue is there, but you do have Transforming Super Saiyan Gogeta, who is a Zenkai, who is obviously better. Future, you have Future Trunks, God Key, you got Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and then, I mean, Revival Goku, you have other options, and he just doesn't flow the best. So every one of his teams, he is very much replaced, but it doesn't mean he's necessarily bad. It's kind of like the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. He's not necessarily bad because of that, it's just because of how the game has eclipsed and grown that he's just been replaced by other units that are older than him and some that are newer than him. So, Vegito Blue, unfortunately B tier, but hey, in the co-op, the extreme difficulty, he is a boost unit, so use him there if you want to. Next unit. Who the hell is the next unit? Who is the next unit? That's a good question. Is it UI Goku? We didn't get wait. It might not be UI Goku. UI Goku came out before Gogeta and Broly. I remember that. Oh, Majin Vegeta. I'm so confused. Majin Vegeta is A. Majin Vegeta is still good. I honestly could see an argument you rate him S tier. At 6 stars, maybe not, but at higher stars, I could see an argument where he's like on an S tier list of an all LF list of Zenkais and non-Zenkais. He's just very good. There's nothing really terrible about Majin Vegeta. I mean, he does more to Goku's, which obviously is going to be always good because Goku is the main character. Being blue kind of sets him at disadvantage, similar to Vegito Blue, where Namek Goku replaces him on Saiyans, unfortunately. And then on Vegeta Family, he's your main option, but Vegeta Family is not great of a team. And then he doesn't have any other teams. He has Saiyans and Vegeta Family. So he's not your best option for the Saiyan team, and then Vegeta Family is more of a dead tag, given they do have a lot of buffs that have come, well, 2 buffs that have come recently with Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta Zenkai and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. He's just not going to be, you know, run often. But I do think Majin Vegeta is criminally slept on. I mean, his second main ability, Nullifying Cover Change, is very good that people always don't really remember. Blue card's going to do crazy damage. Post-transformation, pre-transformation. Green card's very good. Quick animation, AoE green card, which draws a card after he hits it on his transformation. And blue card, Blast Armor, all that. He's going to do good damage. Maybe his Blast won't do too great. But he really is not dependent, but he very much wants support to look good. Like Super Saiyan Blue, Future Vegeta will be great support for Majin Vegeta. Or Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's main ability will be good support for Majin because it does blue card damage, increased damage. Or Evolution Blue Vegeta for that fact. They both do the same main ability with that. He'd look better with support than without, but that's every unit, right? It's just that Vegeta feels more wanting of support. And Vegeta can actually tank because the more hits he takes, the tankier he gets in that combo, and for a certain amount of counts. So he's not bad, but he just doesn't reach the price of Zenkai LFs to, you know, non-Zenkai LFs. Nobody has currently. Nobody's reached that pinnacle. There's definitely units that have, but we are not there yet. So to continue, UI Goku, right? UI Goku came out before the Gogeta and Broly, I think. I think so. UI Goku is, in my opinion, is he... I want to say he's worse than Vegito Blue. UI Goku's very much a liability. So on God Key, he's a liability. On every team he's on, he's a liability. You could run him on Sun Family. Well, yeah, Purple Super Saiyan 3. Well, yeah, Purple Super Saiyan 4. So he's not going to run there. You can run this guy on God Key. Again, Purple Vegito Blue exists, and you truly don't need a Purple. If anything, Rose, I'll just say it straight up right now. Rose at lower stars than UI Goku is better than UI Goku. Like, a 3-star LF Rose is better than a 6-star UI Goku. Easily, in my book. I wouldn't even debate that with anybody. I'd just say you're wrong. Because it's just a fact of the matter. But to continue about UI Goku, you're just not going to run him. Saiyans, again, they just don't need this option. They have other options. Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Sun Family, same options. God Key, you don't need a purple. UI Goku, blue card and no blast armor. Very much sucks. Ultimate does have blast armor. Green card long. Green card AoE, but does give you card draw speed if you do land it and heals you. Blue card obviously restores his unique gauge. Strike and blast, no blast armor on his strike. He's just a liability. After 8 counts, he will have his damage built up, but it's just not enough damage build up for such low stats, right? They gave him low stats because of the unique gauge. It's more that they should have gave him low stats on just defenses than on offenses, because his offenses are also very low stats, which he rightfully doesn't deserve, / does deserve, because UI is technically a defensive ability, so you think he had more defenses, but he has worse. It's weird how they did him. I'm pretty sure he's also a blast-based unit with higher strike attack. So they did him very weirdly with his stats for his stat spread. That's the reason why he is B. They just fucked his stats over. He has good, you know, equips and everything, but his teams, he just ain't the main options. He's not even close to a main option on any team. Actually, on Sun Family, do have Rob Gohan as well. So another unit to replace him there. Not that great, more of a liability, kind of like how Vados is a liability, but she at least offers something. While UI Goku doesn't support or anything, he just kind of gets one-shotted if you're up against any decent unit, right? He's just not that great. I could even put him lower. I'm more or less convincing myself to put him C tier, but I'll keep him here. Now, Vegito Blue and then Broly. Who the hell is where? Well, wait. It was Vegito Blue. Yeah, Vegito Blue, then Broly, then I think Future Gohan dropped. Yeah. That is how it went. Or wait, Rose? See, that's what I mean. I don't know what the fuck, but I know Vegito Blue, then Broly. I think it was Rose, actually. Rose, then Future Gohan. I think. We'll figure it out. Vegito Blue, then Broly. Vegito Blue. Ooh. Okay. Your ass. I was going to put both of them right now. Put you there. Really? A. Huh. Now I'm thinking about it. Is he S? I don't know. I don't think so. Vegito Blue. So Vegito Blue with, Vados, greatest partner. Probably the best partnership in the game because all the healing and all the ki and all the damage that is giving to Vegito Blue is S tier because of that. 6-star Vegito Blue just feels different. Vegito Blue obviously having that green card counter, which basically gives you a guaranteed kill if you're not up against the red unit. Even against the red unit, he'll do like at least half their health on that because it cancels all their buffs, locks them in 5 counts, and then draws cards afterwards. He draws strike arts, I believe, after he pops his green and lands it. And then you'll have cards in your hand usually after you pop that green card because you're trying to land it very difficultly, but if you do, it is worth it. Blue card, quick animation, no blast armor on strikes, and then his blast is normal. His ultimate does have blast armor and is a build up, so the more cards you do, strike or blast, the more his ultimate will do. Very good ultimate. He heals incredibly, and again, he has a very great synergy with Vados, probably the best synergy in the game, if not Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku, or Angel Vegeta and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Vados and Vegito Blue are the best partnership in the game. Simple as that. And God Key is obviously a very run team, very easy to get decent stars on because Vegito Blue has returned so often. Super Saiyan Blue Goku is a free Zenkai 7 basically. Vados has been around a million times. God Key's a very easy team for people to build, and Vegito Blue is right there on it because you have a lot of Z power, you have him returning a lot. He's just there and ready to go. Broly. Now, Broly's only up here because Super Saiyans. Broly, I don't rate high. I've always underrated Broly. I don't think it's underrating, but people will say it's underrating. I think he's fine on Super Saiyans. I think his best team is Super Saiyans because, I mean, he's a Super Saiyan, right? He doesn't have the Super Saiyan effect like Kaba did, like transforming Gogeta, like Purple Broly. He actually just looks like he could 1v3 and shit on anything on Super Saiyans, which is good. But then his other teams, Saiyans, he's not a main unit. In movies, Goku is better than this Broly on movies, just straight up facts. Even a high star Broly is worse than Goku on movies just because Goku is so dominant. He doesn't even need to go against hybrids to be good. But yeah, an EX better than Legends Limited. I mean, I think that's also the case for Evolution Vegeta and EX Jiren, but we'll get into that once we get into Vegeta. But movies, you're not going to run them. Powerful opponent, you could run them, but I mean, who do I value more, a 6-star Kid Buu or a 6-star Broly? I've seen my Kid Buu 1v3 a million times over compared to a Broly on powerful opponent. So, in my opinion, he's not the main unit on powerful opponent, even a strike-based powerful opponent. I mean, you could run him, but he just won't look as impressive. Super Saiyans is his home, and that's the only reason he's A tier. That's it. To continue, though, I mean, Broly could drop a little bit, but nah, I won't, heckle him that much. Now, who was next? Man. Was it Future Gohan and then Rose? Because Kid Buu was the last one before Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I remember that. I'm trying to figure it out. I mean, you guys will tell me, right? So I'm just going to assume it's Future Gohan. Future Gohan! Mine's at 3 stars, so him at 6 stars. He's right here. He's... Wow, holy shit, Future Gohan, huh? He got the glow up. Not really, but it's just that people didn't see his value on release. It's funny, people say that. You don't see their value on release. It's more like, okay, Future Gohan didn't have the craziest value on release. We didn't have Revival Gohan. We didn't have a fully decked out hybrids team. This guy got a glow up with, obviously, Revival Gohan coming out. Future Gohan, I mean, he's Topo, right? He's Topo, but less tanky, and he'll do circumstantial more damage. At least better utility than Topo, in my opinion. Every time he's hit, he will support. That's it. And that with a 300k blast attack stat from Revival, or from Red Father Son Kamehameha Gohan is crazy. With Revival Gohan, who can just build up damage incredibly quickly, is crazy. That support, I believe it's what, 25% for what, 20 timer counts every time he's tapped. That's 50% if he's hit twice in 2 separate combos. That's a lot. That's essentially giving Gohan a what, 450k blast attack stat technically, because 50% of that would be 150, 300k plus 150 would be 450k. Obviously, that's not how it scales, but, in theory, that's how it would work. Future Gohan, damage is not crazy. He does have infinite card draw, as he never loses it. yeah, you'll never see him press you in damage or tanking. He's just your utility. I mean, you bring him in, you let him come in even against red units, you let him take a hit, just sponge up a hit or something, be like, okay, you know what, leave, and then you have your Red Gohan ready to do damage, your Revival Gohan ready to do damage, and Future Gohan's just your sponge. He, reduces their cards by 2, even if they do drop combo. Every time he covers in, nullifies blast on cover change, and allows you to combo into it if you catch the opponent, not, given combo, but if you catch them, you can combo into it, which is pretty easy because that time gap / frame skip that happens, it's very easy to combo with Future Gohan after you cover change with them. Blue card, quick animation. Actually, yeah, well, Vegeta UI don't have blue cards, but Broly is also a quick animation blue card that faints, by the way. But Future Gohan, blue card, quick animation, can steal strikes on it. Well, does steal strikes when he lands it. Main ability locks the green and blue cards, so like Namek Goku players are kind of fucked. Super Saiyan 3 Goku players are also fucked because that green card is locked. Gohan is just crazy utility. He will never impress you with damage, but he is crazy, crazy, crazy utility. I understand why people rate him Z tier, but personally, just because his damage is so lacking, I can't pull myself to rate him Z tier. Oh yeah, Broly, he nullifies special cover change on main ability, so that's that. And Broly has all this other shit, but it doesn't really matter. Gohan, very, very goddamn good. And again, gotta fucking glow up when Revival Gohan came out. Now, I assume it was Rose. It definitely was Rose. So Rose, I want to rate Rose somewhere where people will disagree. Okay, yeah, it's not on purpose. It's from using him on powerful opponent. Rose is right there. I actually want to rate Rose a little higher than LF Broly, but I won't. Rose, what is it? 15% chance to reduce Dragon Ball every time he does a Strike Arts. I mean, that's going to be timeless, right? That's perfect. His bleed counts when the opponent's not even on the field. The blue card goes neutral and does AoE damage. Green card extends the bleed damage of the unit that's bleeding currently for them when he lands it on them, giving it to long animation. Blue card, quick animation. Also his, what was it? I can't think of what the hell he does. His green card, there you go. It draws a blue card when you land it. So you land that green card, you draw a blue card from it one time, but it still happens, right? It's a type neutral AoE attack. Why would you not want that? Strike, normal. Blast, normal. And his ultimate does have blast armor, and then he nullifies endurance on any hits, even tap attacks. Not with the main, just in general of his uniques, he does nullify endurance anywhere. That bleed gives him crazy value. Him on strike-based future, which if you're rating at these stars, is a pretty dominant team with Zamasu, Rose, and I mean, Future Gohan, if you really want to run him, is a very high-tier team. Again, you would need full 6 stars, but this list is full 6 stars to run that team. It's very good. I mean, destroying balls is, probably one of the best abilities in the game. You have that with, let's say, DKP on powerful opponent, both strike-based units. He steals 2, this guy's destroying them. Purple DKP as well, maybe, if you want to rock that setup of just destroying their fucking balls. I mean, it'd work out pretty well. Rose is very good. I love this unit, and I think he is pretty well aging for how shit on he was on release. I don't think he ever was shit, but I think he was just downplayed very much. But that Dragon Ball reduction chance, 15%, it's a pretty good goddamn chance of getting it. I'm just saying. Next unit, though, Kid Buu. Kid Buu. Now, Kid Buu. Kid Buu. Oh, man. I might be underrating somebody when I put Kid Buu on this list, huh? Kid Buu's S tier, definitely. Well, where in S tier? It's a good question. Kid Buu, I want to put him above Piccolo. Kid Buu can 1v3. Can Piccolo 1v3? Can Piccolo 1v3? I don't think Piccolo can 1v3 as consistently as Kid Buu. I think Kid Buu's better than Piccolo. Look, powerful opponent, I've run him a billion times. I had a 1 hour long PvP video of him on powerful opponent. Kid Buu never disappointed me. He does more to Saiyans, and he does more to regen units. Probably the 2 most prominent tags in the game. Not currently, because obviously hybrids exist, but he is blue as well, so he's countering out hybrids. I mean, look, Kid Buu is just crazy, right? He'll get his Vanish back 20 times in a fucking combo. He'll be good damage. He'll always get some ki back after, what, 3 counts or 4 counts, whatever, how long he's in. Green card can stack card draw speed. I mean, the Kid Buu is just never going to be a liability. Main ability, Blast Armor on his ultimate. Main ability seals their strikes and cancels all their buffs, attribute upgrades. Blue card gives him damage inflicted buffs when he pops it, up to 30%, I believe. It's just a random RNG chance of 10 through 30%. Green card gives him damage buffs, card draw speed again. Strike and Blast are normal, but Kid Buu on regen and powerful opponent is an unstoppable force. A 6-star Kid Buu can easily shit on anything. A 14-star Kid Buu probably, I would rate a 14-star Kid Buu a Z tier unit, honestly. Kid Buu is insane. He will never disappoint you in damage, and if he ever does, I unfortunately think you're just building him incorrectly, and if he does disappoint you in damage, well, at least he has 37 million vanishes he can get because his green card restores it so quickly with his unique Vanish Gauge recovery up the entire duration of the fight. He's very good, Kid Buu. Rating him above Piccolo might be a little bit of a hot take, but I do think it is valid, in my opinion. Next unit, Anniversary! Wait, no, just kidding. Super Saiyan 4... Actually, that wasn't on purpose. I just forgot he existed. Okay. Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Goku, I'd say you're here. Now, why? Look, on Sun Family, who is your yellow, right? You don't really have a yellow. You have Future Gohan, yes, but Future Gohan's your hybrid guy, right? You could run him on Sun Family, that's fine, but he's your hybrid guy. Let's say you want to run a full Saiyan-based thing. You don't have Angel Vegeta, or you do have Angel Vegeta, but you have a 6-star Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and maybe you don't have a Zenkai Super Saiyan 3. I could see this guy being run. I know he's shit on for everything, and he rightfully deserves it. He is pretty shit, but I do think he could be run. Honestly, this should be a separate category of A and then B+, because I would have Mom Vegeta and Goku in B+, because, Rose to Super Saiyan 4 Goku doesn't compare. Rose is 10 times the unit of Super Saiyan 4 Goku, in my opinion, and Broly definitely doesn't compare to Super Saiyan 4 Goku, because he's just better on Super Saiyans, and on every team in Super Saiyan 4 Goku. You know what, I'm going to add that, actually. I'm thinking about it. Oh, wait, whoops. Wait, what? Whoa, where are we going? What the hell happened here? Go back down. Where'd you go? What the fuck? C tier, what? What's happening? Hold on. Go up. Go up. Wait, what? What in the hell? Hold on a second, I gotta fix this shit. Okay, go up. Go up. Go down. Alright, what the fuck just happened? I just wanted to add another tier, please. Add a row above. Alright. Keep that name the same. Oh, now it's BI. Don't know why. Fucking Christ, this is botched, but hey, it be like that sometimes. Where's the plus sign? Thank you. B+. So B+ tier, I do think these two are here. I know it's very stupid to add that, but it's just true. I don't think Rose is on the level below of Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and Broly definitely isn't on that level. So, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, blue card, blast armor, green card, blast armor, but what does the green card do? Swaps them out and doesn't increase sub count. Very bad. Blue card, it can do good damage, ultimate, blast armor, and his main heals. He does heal every time an ally dies, which is great, and it is actually something that happens every time he switches in and out. But, I mean, he dies so quickly, it doesn't really matter. His damage is okay. It's just that he'll never do crazy tanking, crazy damage, even though he does build up sustained damage cut, just like Majin Vegeta. He'll never do crazy damage. It's just that he's better because he has better teams. Even not being mainstay units, his teams are just better. That's just it. Now, Anniversary. Then we have these other little fuckers after Anniversary. Vegeta and Frieza. Funny, we got Vegeta and Frieza, then Dokkan's getting full power Frieza as well for their big celebration here. Who to go over first? We'll go over Zamasu first. Now, Zamasu is probably A tier, right? First unit A tier? First unit? Really? Zamasu could actually be S tier. Funny enough. Okay, Zamasu. Yeah, this looks gonna get adjusted. I can actually see myself putting Goten lower. Zamasu's high A tier. Zamasu is just that you're not gonna run him on God Key. He just doesn't flow well there, right? And God Key's one of the better teams in the game. Regen, you will run him. That's why he's high A tier, just because you will run him on Regen. He'll be crazy with Fat Buu and DKP. You know, he has that type neutral green card, given it to long animation. He has a blue card that is a short animation, and his green card, by the way, seals the enemy in, well, locks the enemy in for 3 counts, increase sub count by 3, whatever you want to call it. Increase sub count by 3 on the, not activation, but on the hit of the green card. Strike, normal, blast, normal. Ultimate does not have blast armor, but if you get a combo with Zamasu, and you just do at least one combo with them, then go into the ultimate, you will do crazy damage to any unit. He does have the LF Broly effect of every time they switch, he gets vanished back a little bit. I think it's 60% or something, for about 5 times or 10 times, something like that, something stupid. But his damage inflicted buffs do fall short to what he wants. I think it's only 80 to 100% per strike or blast start used, which with a build-up unit kind of like LF Broly, you would think it'd be pretty infinite. But no, they very much limited Zamasu, unlike LF Broly. But Zamasu's just on better teams, obviously. Regen being better, Powerful Opponent being better. He's a better unit. It's just that they limited him in circumstances they probably didn't need to. So, A tier for him. The only reason I see him there is because of how good Regen is and how good his damage could be. It's just that you won't see it as often as you'd like from my very limited usage of him. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Okay. You're not B+. You're not. I know people shit on you 24/7, but you're not B+. Thinking about it here. He's A, right? He's A, yeah. Gogeta's barely A. He's definitely worse than Rose, in my opinion. Gogeta, I mean, he can go neutral, but it won't do crazy damage. He can, you know, he won't do crazy damage or tank well. He can draw blue cards back-to-back by using his first blue card and landing it. That's great. Won't do crazy damage. Green card cancels their buffs. That's great, but he won't do crazy damage after that. Gogeta will never hit hard. He only gets up to 110% damage inflicted buffs at his max potential, and that's nothing. That's just it. He has a useless mechanic against survival units, compared to Vegeta at least, where, reduces balls by 2 and then does something else. I don't even know actually what he does against survival units because you just don't run them. I think he just reduces balls by 2 and does some other dumb gimmick that doesn't really matter. He doesn't go neutral because he goes neutral enough in his kit. He doesn't go neutral against survival. I think he just does some other stupid shit. Blue card, quick animation. Green card has blast armor. Strike cards has blast armor. Ultimate has blast armor. He goes neutral up to 3 times basically, and that's good. But if you don't do crazy damage, does your neutrality even matter? Doesn't really matter. So, A tier for him. On fusions, he's a main unit, yeah, because you're not going to rock Super 17 on fusions on GT. He's not a main unit. A 14-star Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is not even better than a Senkai 7 Super 17. GT, well, I just said that. Sorry, I'm out of it. It's been 43 minutes into this video. Saiyans, you have Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and then that's it. You don't run him anywhere else. So he's mainstay unit on one team, and that's the only reason he's A tier. Simple. Revival Gohan, Z. The first, non-Zenkai revival, first non-Zenkai revival and non-Zenkai unit in Z tier. Why? I mean, you look at him, right? He just flows perfectly with Gohan, obviously FSK, and future Gohan. It's not even that he revives, it's not that he needs to revive to be Z. It's that he is a revival to be Z tier. Now, let me explain this. Him being a revival unit allows for, they can't Rising Rush you. Yeah, future Gohan, Rival Gohan on the team, they're only going to rush your FSK. 1, because he's most dominant force. 2, because you have a revival, so if they rush your revival, okay, you're making my team stronger. They rush your future Gohan, okay, you killed his first life, now he has endurance for 40% HP, which is the highest endurance unit in the game, with the most HP back when he comes back from his first life being gone. That's what he does. Revival Gohan doesn't allow Rising Rush to happen, and that's why he's Z. His damage won't be crazy until you actually do some cards, but even then, you have Future Gohan who's going to buff him, so he can make his damage look astronomical, just out of thin air, even without cards used. Green card, pretty good. Buffs himself it buffs himself, then post, it's short animation, green card AoE, which obviously is very good, and draws a card after he lands it, just like Majin Vegeta. Blue card pre gives his ally sub count by 2 down, and then blue card post is a blast armor blue card, which does crazy damage even if you don't, pop the main prior to. His main ability, second main ability, is Gonna make his blue card do astronomical damage if you do destroy cards in hand before you pop it, which a lot of people don't do, but if you do it, I mean, his blue card will probably one-shot most units. Even yellows, yes, because of how good his team synergy is. And then his main ability, pre-transformation, is giving all allies, no matter who they are, 15 to 25% HP back? It's crazy. And also getting uncancelable buffs and minus blue card cost. So, Gohan, with all that, again, just being a revival unit makes him Z, but even with all the stuff he has and being on the best team in the game, he's Z tier. The top three, it really doesn't matter the order. If I wanted to order them, I would say this is the order of them, but the order of the top three doesn't really matter to me. Everything else is in order, though, just so you guys know. And then Frieza and Vegeta. Frieza. Do I rate Frieza over Gogeta and Rose? I think I do. Did I rate him over Broly? I don't rate him over Broly. I don't. Frieza is right here. Frieza on powerful opponents, very good, but that's his only team, right? Rose only has one team, in my opinion, with powerful opponent. You know, strike-based future is a thing, but it's very hard to get the stars for it. Gogeta only has one team with fusions, and, I mean, powerful opponent's better team than fusions, right? They just need a support unit, then they'll be like a top-tier team in the game. Frieza, very good. Blast Armor on strikes, has infinite card draw speed, I believe. Blue card's quick animation, green card Blast Armor, and can combo, which, you know, very good. Destroys balls when your opponent switches, which I think he does that twice, maybe one time. I don't have Frieza, so I'm not entirely sure. Ultimate will do good damage, and I mean, that's about it, right? Frieza just is a good unit. He doesn't ever really do bad. He just never will be such a top-tier damage dealer to where you'll be like, holy shit, he's so scary. Given his green card, I think, or blue card is an AoE blue card, but again, he'll never do the toppest tier damage unless you know how to play him very well, which I'm assuming some people do, so they could rate him higher than I do. But from my experience of playing against him, I don't think he's all that, personally. And then Vegeta. Okay, this argument between Vegito Blue and Vegeta is gonna spiral here, I see. So he is S tier, just because his team's of God Key and Vegeta family, that's fine. Saiyans, you could also run them, but I wouldn't recommend it. Where in S tier? He's not better than Piccolo. He's not. Above Goten? Goten might even drop down to A tier at this point. I might just, yeah, I might swap him down there. That might swap a few units down a little bit, actually, thinking about it now. But Vegeta, the last unit here, the last LF we've gotten, obviously we'll get one next month, because we get one every month at this point. Vegeta is, I mean, he's S. He is worse than Vegito Blue, in my opinion. He doesn't have a perfect partner like Vegito Blue does. You could try to force partners like Purple Vegito Blue, obviously. Super Saiyan Blue Goku, all these other units. You can try to force partners, even LF Beerus, but he doesn't have a perfect partner like Vegeta Blue, and that's why he isn't above. Vegeta can go neutral on his blue card for 3 counts. His main ability gives him his ultimate, obviously, who has Blast Armor, or which has Blast Armor on it, and does crazy damage. Nullifies special cover change after he pops his main, and nullifies endurance for 10 counts each after main ability. When he kills a revival, he goes neutral for 30 counts and destroys balls by 2. Very good for Vegeta there. He'll get very good damage stacking if you do have below 35 ki every single time you do a card. But again, it's pretty hard to manage that when you don't have a perfect partner. That's the only reason Vegeta is lower than Vegito Blue. If he had a perfect partner, Vegeta could easily be even above Kid Buu at this point, right? But Vegeta taking a little bit to ramp up. Maybe you'll have to stay in with no Vanish sometimes and just kind of, you know, try to fiddle around and get some combos going to keep his damage buffs going. He won't do crazy stuff until you essentially do a second combo with him. That's why I think he's worse. People will argue with me, debate about me that I'm wrong. Firstly, this is my tier list, so it's just my opinion. If you guys disagree, feel free to. I feel like I'm rating a lot of units very balanced and very fairly, but if you disagree, let me know. But yeah, Vegeta just doesn't make it above Vegito Blue without a current perfect partner, which I think he will get eventually with LF Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta Zenkai or something along those lines. But currently he does not have that perfect unit to coincide with him that would give him, I don't know, damage inflicted and ki recovery. Purple Vegito Blue does that, but it's such a minute amount, like 15%, it doesn't really matter, right? He needs like 20-25% on both, or 30 key recovery, or 30% key recovery and like 25% damage inflicted, right? That's what Vegeta wants, because key recovery for when he's in, he'll get his key recovery, then he'll have enough to sustain combos while also having the below 35 to have his damage buffs build up and up and up. To look at this list again, see if I need to change anything. Z tier, I agree. S... Saiyans is better than Regen, but look at the two units behind Namek Goku. Namek Goku... I think he can be lowered a little bit. I think, yeah, I could see him here. I just think Kid Buu and Piccolo are a lot better. I actually could see Piccolo being above Kid Buu, but from experience, I just have better experience with Kid Buu. Vegito Blue, Vegeta, I agree. Goten, I could drop down to A and be fine with it, but I'll keep him at S because I think he is just a good sub option for Revival Gohan. Zamasu, agreed, high A tier. He could even be S tier if you really want to argue it, but for now, I'd say high A makes sense. Broly, yes. Frieza, yes. Rose, yes. Gogeta, I want to put him B. I just don't think he's on Rose's level. I just don't think so. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I agree. I mean, sure, we'll swap these two around. I think Majin Vegeta as a lone unit is a better unit, but team-wise, Goku's just on better teams. But alone units, which is essentially we're going to compare them at because they're both not on optimal teams, Vegeta is better. Vegito Blue right there? Okay, I need to swap this. Hold on. I think this is more accurate to anything. Again, both Super Saiyan 4 Goku and UI Goku are just liabilities. Vegito Blue is not a liability. Majin Vegeta is not a liability. Those two are. Just my take on it. I could even say Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta is better than Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but we'll keep this here. Beerus and Vegeta, I agree. And then the bottom two, obviously. Super Vegito and Frieza. Well, Frieza's better than Super Vegito, so we'll have it there. This is my LF tier list. I mean, I could swap a little bit of things, but I don't think they're too big of an issue to where I feel the need to swap them. Like, Goten could be A, Zamasu could be S. Well, yeah, I think Zamasu can make S. S tier is very filled here. But it's true, right? Like, Vegeta Blue is S tier. Vegeta is S tier. Goten, I really struggle with this one. Fine, I'll make an S+, whatever. For the end of this video's sake. Whoops. Let's make an S+, so you guys can really see how I feel about these units, because I feel like it is needed. There's just so many S tier units, which I agree with. They do deserve it, but I don't know. Let's move these guys here. And if I just pause for a second, it's because, like, I'm either burping or something, so I'm not trying to have it in the mic. So yeah, if you hear me pause, that's why. I think this makes more sense. Gogeta Blue, I think, makes S+, while Vegeta doesn't. I think so. Yeah. This I like more. Yeah, I definitely like this more. This looks more cohesive, more in order, because having S tier just all alone with, you know, what, 8 units, it doesn't look proper. This is my actual LF tier list. Let me know what you guys think of this list. Do you guys agree or disagree? Who is your biggest disagreement? I could see a lot of arguments for a lot of units, even just looking at this raw. But personally, this is how I feel. This is how I feel about every unit in the game, individual / on a team. This is where I think they rate. And yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one.